Hey friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, your internet bestie for all things personal development, intentional living and dream chasing, as well as self-appointed president of the very prestigious, highly acclaimed, wildly exclusive Trash Appreciation Society. Girl, you know me. I just love trash. And if you don't know me and you think that's bizarre, let me just explain a little bit where we're coming from with all of this trash love. See, back in 2019, I looked around one day, I had this full-on come to Jesus moment where I realized, wow, I got a lot of stuff. More stuff than any one person needs or could use. I absolutely had an overconsumption problem, a shopping problem, a little bit of a hoarding problem. So starting in 2020, I did my first no buy year. I've been on a big makeup use up challenge ever since, and I check in with you guys. We do project pan updates, we do quarterly empties videos. I just did one of those last week. We do makeup inventories. I sit down and I chat to you very openly and with the best dry wit, if I do say so myself, about overconsumption and why that is problematic. So if that is something that you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. For those of you who are already subscribed, you know I love you. I am very caffeinated at this time, so please mentally prepare yourselves for that. And today we're going to be doing a project pan update. We're going to be delving into my spreadsheet, taking a look at all of these products that I am frantically trying to use up by the end of the year. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about that, I think. Yeah, we can just get into it. As per always, if you are a spreadsheet nerd like me and you want to get your hands on the spreadsheet that I use to record all of my makeup inventory, I mean, it has like a yearly inventory where you can see all of the different things that you own broken down by category. We have a running inventory so that you can see how you're progressing year on year. We have the use up so you can see how much you've been using up each quarter, and then we have the 6-month update as well that you can check in midway through the year, as well as obviously the project pan. If you want to get your hands on this, I always have it linked in the description box underneath my videos. And as you can see, we got a lot of pink on this spreadsheet right now. Everything that is pinked out that has been used up, it is panned. So we're looking pretty good. Let's start at the beginning and work our way through. That seems logical. So we're going to start with the Wet n Wild Highlight in Blossom Glow. What do you know? I've only been trying to pan this thing for 2 straight years and I finally remember what it's called. It's taken me this long. Okay, one thing I would like to make abundantly clear ahead of sharing my progress this month is that I'm not expecting big things. I was away for 8 days at the beginning of this month. I went to my birthday trip in Transylvania, such a good time. And other than my mini eyeshadow palette, I didn't take any of my Project Pan products with me because most of them are like non-essential items. That's how they end up in the Project Pan in the first place. I'm having to make like a conscious effort to use them up. Other than the makeup products, but with both the highlight and the blush, the packaging is broken, so they don't travel well. So 8 days out of this month, none of this got used. Also, I'm filming this a little earlier in the month than I usually would because I'm going away again this weekend. Busy times for me. Very hectic, actually. Anyway, back to why we're all here. So just lower your expectations is what I'm saying. I do see change in this, not a huge amount of change, but again, we are working on finishing up this little line down here. I do not see in my wildest, most extreme dreams me being able to finish up the whole of this bottom section here by the end of the year. I mean, that would have been nice. We finished off this whole section this year, so it would have been nice to clean off this one too, but like, let's be realistic, it's not gonna happen. In terms of weight, we have no change this month, which doesn't surprise me. I had 34 grams last month and I'm still at 34 grams this month. Next, let's talk about the NYX blush in I've forgotten. There's only apparently a very limited capacity in my brain, and now that I've learned what this is called, I've immediately forgotten what this one is called. Again, I don't see a huge amount of change in this because I haven't been using it so much. Also, last week I was sick and for 4 days I didn't wear makeup at all, so that's 12 days, half the month I haven't been dipping into these, so bear that in mind. Again, with this, no change this month in terms of weight. 14 grams last month and 14 grams this month. I don't really see much of a visible change here either. It is nice that we can finally see that little bit of pan at the bottom now. It feels like it's getting bigger, maybe, question mark. I don't know. Let's see how much more of this we can use up by the end of the year. Obviously not going to be able to use up the whole thing, but I think we can put a bit of a dent into it. Next, let's talk about the Estee Lauder little eyeshadow palette, the Color Envy Sculpting Eyeshadow Day Palette. I do see a difference in this, again, only in that one brown shimmer shade. I have still been using these too, and you'd never believe it because there's never any change there that I can see. But certainly with this, you can see we're really coming down to the last few little dregs of that. I think there's a good chance that I'll be able to completely pan that brown colour by the end of 2025, which would be amazing. I'm still not gonna throw the eyeshadow palette out though, because I love these two shimmer shades and I don't want to throw this away. Oh, one thing that I have been using this month, that I think this is actually the first month of the entire year that I've actually used this product. It's one of the nail polishes, the Emery Nails Aubrey polish. You literally cannot see any change in this, but I assure you I have been using it. It's gone from 49 grams to 48 grams, so a change of 1 gram. Nothing spectacular. You can't paint your nails every day. I guess you could. Who has patience for that? Not me. Couldn't imagine it. But yeah, I've been using this on my toes recently to try and use it up. And there's that. Next, we have a product that just will not die. This may, in fact, follow me to the grave. It's the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Lip Care, Lip Balm, Lip Gloss, Lip Moisturizer thing. I still haven't landed on what it is. What are you? I'm not sure, except a pain in my ass because I cannot use it up. Last month, I had 6 grams of this. I still have 6 grams of this. I mean, we are properly down to the dregs now. There's just this little bit left in here. But the thing is with this kind of packaging, it's deceptive because the bottom part is wide, so it actually holds quite a bit of product. At the top, where it's narrow, you feel like you're zipping on through it, but once you get down to the bottom, it all feels a little bit slower. So yeah, no change in the weight this month, because at this point, the weight is mostly packaging. There's barely any product left, and yet there still is product left. I'm not even going to say that I'm going to use this up by the end of next month, because who knows? Probably not. Probably not by the end of the year, the rate we're going. But yeah, I would love to get this one used up, because after this, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 more like lip balms that I want to get through. I thought this would be done by now. I expected this to be used up by summer. It just keeps on hanging in there. Next, we have the Manifesting Spray. Healing and Beauty Energy and Chakra Healing Spiritual Skincare Love Manifesting Spray, to be exact. Again, I haven't used like a huge amount of this month just because I've been away, etc. Actually, I've not done too bad. I haven't put my little line on it yet with the nail polish, but you can just see this is where I was at the end of this month, and now I'm down to here. So actually, even though I was away for 8 days, I've still used a pretty decent amount. I'm still on track compared to kind of the other previous months, maybe a little bit less, but not that much. So I had 200 grams of this last month, and I'm down to 190 grams, which is a change of 10 grams. And I am now over halfway through, which I'm feeling pretty good about for the certainly the first quarter of the year, if not the first half of the year. I don't think I used this once. I've really gotten into it the last few months, using it as like a pillow spray before I go to bed, and I am getting through it, so that's great. Oh, next we have the Estee Lauder lipstick. This is the Pure Color Envy lipstick in Dynamic. I don't give updates on this every month just because the change is so minuscule, and even now when I show you this change, you're gonna be like, where? I don't see it. Girl, trust me, it's there. Especially because the way I've been recording the change, it is very messy. There's lipstick over everything and it's quite difficult to see. But that bottom red line right underneath, that is where we are right now. The black line above that is where we were last month. Again, teeny tiny minuscule change, but change nonetheless. I definitely am not getting as much use out of this lipstick as I should be, considering I do want to pan it. 2 reasons for that. Number 1, I'm so addicted to my lip stain that I have. I just want to use that every single day. It's much easier, it's less faff, it lasts longer. So I'm naturally drawn towards the lip stain. But number 2, I've realized realized I much prefer this lipstick when I apply it with a brush rather than putting it straight onto my lips, which is why it looks like it's really been through something, because I'm constantly jabbing a lip brush into it. But also using a lip brush to apply this means that I'm using less product each time, whereas when you're like putting it directly onto your lips, I feel like you're using more product. There's been a decent change, I guess, since the beginning of the year, 1.5 centimeters, but it continues to be a very slow, agonizing progress with that one. Something that is moving along a lot faster is this Glow Body Butter, the vanilla almond and salted caramel scent. I was gonna say flavor. To be fair, it smells so good I do want to eat it, but I don't recommend that you do. It's difficult to kind of get a grasp of how much is left in there. We are working our way down to the bottom. There is still a really decent amount of product in there, but we're heading in the right direction. Last month I had 189 grams of this, and I'm now down to 159 grams, which again, considering I was away for a week, isn't too bad. I'm just trying to work out whether I could use this up by the end of the year. October, November, December. Say I'm using up on average 40 grams a month. Maybe. As we move into winter, I will be moisturizing more because of the cold. Is that a thing? Is that true? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to start moisturizing more because I would love to get another body lotion done by the end of the year. Body lotions has historically been a category where I have way too many products. So I used up one already so far this year. So if I could use up another one as well, that would be great to get through 2 of those. Would love that for me. The last product on the list was the orange soap that I brought in last month from Wild Olive Wellbeing Soap Collection. It's this cute little gift set I got that had 9 soaps in, and I have been making my way through one by one. This is strategic. This is how you know I take my project pan very seriously. I got to like midway through the year and I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to get the most bang for my buck? How am I going to get through the most number of products possible so that when I do my cosmetics inventory in January, the numbers are going down? One of the categories that I had like so many products in was soaps. This is partly the reason why, like 9 right here. So I thought if I could get through quite a few of those little soaps, which are quite speedy to use up because they're small, then that's gonna help bring my numbers down. I don't know if anyone is strategizing about their project pan the way that I am. Anyone else taking their trash this seriously? I don't know. I live for it. Anyway, last month I brought in the Happiness soap, which was orange scented. By the end of last month I had 20 grams of that left, and I have used it up. That's 3 of these little soaps that I've used up, and I'm feeling really good about it. I already cycled in a new one to replace that orange one, and I'm now using the Energy one, which is grapefruit scented. When I first brought this in last week, I think, maybe the week before, it was 22 grams, and we're already down to 15 grams for a change of 7 grams. So yeah, enjoying working my way through these. 15 grams left of that one, so let's see if I'll be able to use that up by next month. That would be nice. Okay, so that is everything. That is 1 more product used up this month. That brings me to a total of 16 project pan products panned. Obviously I've used more than that throughout the year, but I talk more about that in my empties updates. Here we just focus on like the project pan stuff. I have decided to bring in an additional product this month. My project pan videos serve a very specific purpose for me. The goal is to get to a more minimal cosmetics collection. I'm not panning stuff and then going out and buying a bunch more stuff. This isn't really a beauty channel. I know a lot of beauty makeup channels do project pans, but then they're also like getting PR and going out and doing makeup hauls, so their total number is not really going down. My goal is to have less stuff, so as my collection gets smaller, I have fewer products to choose from, and it makes it harder to decide what I'm gonna bring into project pan. I don't know what I'm gonna do next year, but one thing I thought, oh, do you know what, if I don't make an active effort to use this, it's probably just gonna sit and not get used. And it's this hand sanitizer. I mean, it's nothing special. It's Sane One instant hand sanitizer, watermelon flavor scent. Don't eat it. Watermelon scent. It does smell good. But I thought, do you know what? Let's bring that in. I don't know that I'll necessarily use it by the end of the year because there is quite a lot in there. It's 100 mils of hand sanitizer. That's like quite a lot. But that is one thing I enjoy about Project Pan, is that it does get me focused on using things up that would otherwise sit in a drawer and probably just expire. That is all from me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead, give me a thumbs up to let me know. Leave me a little comment. Those things really do help. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because I just reached 21,000 subscribers. It felt like just the other day I hit 20, so like, we're growing. At this rate, I'm gonna be at 30 soon. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. I actually can't imagine. Anyway, please remember that you are enough just as you are. I love you so much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!